CJ told me something that was monumental. And Nicky, and I don't even know if you knew this. When I first was speaking, I got kind of nervous, right? Mm-hmm. I was sitting back, and I would sit back with CJ, Josh, E, and I would tell them my story. I would tell them about real estate. I would talk about it, and I would talk about it passionate and everything else. But then when I was getting ready to get on stage, I'd be like, man, how many people gonna be in the audience? I start asking the questions where you could tell somebody nervous.
Right.
And I remember C was just like, he noticed that, one of the first times I spoke, I really was just like kind of timid in my speaking. And I didn't want to offend nobody. I didn't want to come off a certain kind of way. I wasn't sounding that passion that you just asked me about. I didn't have that passion to go along with it. But then CJ said something that was monumental, and it stuck with me. And every time I get on stage, I use it. Where he was just like, man, there's a father in the audience that want to take care of his kids. He want to take care of his children the same exact way you take care of yours. Mm-hmm. There's a husband in that audience that want to do for his wife the same way you've been doing for your wife. This man want to leave a legacy to his family, and you hold the information. This man gets up, go to work every single day. He goes to work every single day. He works 2 or 3 jobs just so that he can take care of his family, and he's still having a hard time to make ends meet. But you got some information inside of you, Jemal, that can free this man. You got something inside of you that can literally change the direction of this man's life forever. And you acting timid right now. You acting timid. You making it about you right now. And then I was just like, man, I was like, man, that's deep. But then he said something else, and then this was the one that really did it. Like, pretend you got your kids in the audience. Pretend you got Yanni, you got Jazzy, you got Little J, and they all in the audience. And you got like an hour to live. And everything that you know, everything that you've been taught, everything you got inside of you about generational wealth, about real estate, about the way to live life, about unlimited possibilities, about having faith, everything you got inside of you, you need to let them know this. And you got 1 hour to do. What are you going to do? Nicky, I came out on stage like, what do you want? I was snapping. I was just, you talking about the passion came out of me. And so, but the reality is, Nicky, think about it. The reality is none of us know how long we actually have to live.
Right.
In that scenario he gave me, he said you got an hour left to live, but some people possibly not even going to live in the next 10 minutes. So that's why I'm so passionate. That's why I talk the way I talk, because you don't know how long you actually have. So when I speak like this because I need everybody to get it. And I don't want you just to get it, Nicky. I want you to feel it. It's the same way I deal with that real estate course. I need that feeling to come across, because this is a matter of life and death. Every day you've been blessed to be on this earth is an opportunity to get the full experience of life. And I think that's what people are missing on in life. They're missing the full experience. People are getting an experience, but they're not getting the full experience in life. And so that's what I want my life work to be about. That's why I'm so passionate. Bow, bow, bow.